On average, GDP growth has remained at 6% since 1983, and that is according to a study conducted by Stanbic Bank, who now says reforms should be put in place by the government and private sector. Three factors as of now remain a risk for Kenya recording a high economic growth rate this year, according to experts. This includes enhanced political risk and economic challenges facing high-quality tea buyers such as Pakistan and Iran, who are major buyers of Kenyan tea, as well as the uncertainty surrounding the Brexit process. Since the United Kingdom is a key market for cut flowers, the Brexit process could impact on Kenya's horticultural industry.
We started to diversify our cut flower market. We've started to export a lot to China. And I think that's, how we should do it. We should ensure that we don't have too much concentration risk, whether it's to the COMESA, whether it's to Southeast Asia, or whether it's to other advanced economies, whether it's in, across the Atlantic or the Nordic islands. So I think as a country, we should continue to ensure that our resilience is underpinned by diversifying our export markets. And I think that's why I'm not saying Brexit is not a risk.
Moreover, delay in payment to the private sector by both national and county governments is another risk for the country's growth in 2019.
A lot of the private sector that we interacted with last year, in addition to lamenting the lack of money circulation, also lamented the fact that there was a huge delay in disbursements or honoring of payments from the national government and also the county government. That's an element that restrains cash flow for the private sector further than the issues we're already facing.
According to economists at Stanbic Bank, financial inclusion is the best way to drive up economic growth. The government and players in various economic sectors have also been encouraged to empower small entrepreneurs, especially in the manufacturing and agricultural sectors, by enhancing availability of capital to finance their businesses.
In driving that private sector, the key driver that we need to see is the role of the SME. What is the role of SME in driving that growth, and what are the conditions necessary and precedent to allow the SME to grow? Now, one of them, as we have highlighted, is availability and access to credit.
Croatia has also renewed calls on the government to repeal the interest rate cap, noting that it has squeezed credit availability to SMEs. Itava, Channel 1 Business.